Hello, hello. Welcome to Handelabra Live. Looks like audio is good. I am John, aka Migrant P, lead developer at Handelabra Games, and we're gonna play some more Spirit Island today and finish off our adversary series here. For now, more adversaries coming. TBD. Handelabra Games believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible. Anyone working against those goals is not welcome and will not be tolerated. So be excellent to one another. Say hello in the chat. Stay hydrated, you know, as you do. So, yeah. Work is progressing along with more Nature Incarnate content. We're not showing new stuff today, but that's going to be coming soon. We might be showing some new One Deck Dungeon content next week. That might be happening. So, if you are interested in Relics of the Forge, you might want to tune in for that. We'll see. And maybe some Sentinels one of these days. Let's see how things go. So today we are continuing our little series from the Jonathan Webb's Digital Data Analysis series. I'm going to link to this post, which is how does each spirit match up against Russia? And yeah, previously we've done all the other adversaries. Last was France and Habsburg. France wrecked us, and we wrecked Habsburg. Not wrecked, but like did pretty well. We won. Russia is going to be tough. So with Russia 6, the best spirit is Fractured Day Split the Sky with 49.3%. The worst is Heart of the Wildfire with 11.4% win rate. The total average is around 30%. So interesting mix. And yeah, Fractured Days, once again, I think we had them in both games yesterday, or last week, sorry, because they're just really good. Wildfire I actually like a lot, but the Blight can be tricky. I pulled 2 random boards here, and I was thinking, do I want Wildfire over here? Because, you know, right here, they're sort of in H. Wildfire sets up here and gets sort of stuck in the corner, and here they would be in the wetland, right? Or no, here they would be in this sands. There is a beast there already, huh? So, how does this little work? You have to push beasts, right? Yeah. After setup, right. So, Russia adds beast and explorer to the highest numbered land without town city. So thinking about the setup, on board H, they're going to put beast and explorer in land 8, right? Which is where Wildfire is, which is kind of like you're okay. You want to be there, right? With them. You want to be there with the beast. In board E, they would put it in land 8. So having this, since this land already has a beast, I'm actually okay with Wildfire starting there. I was thinking of starting here. That it's not as good to start here because you're way far from everything else, right? And I think I don't really care where Fractured Days doesn't super care where his presence is. The lowest number line with Dahan, 2 in the highest number line without Dahan. So yeah, like Wildfire wants to be where they are going to go. And since there is a beast here, you want to be able to protect the beast. The alternative here is there would be beast here. Yeah, let's put Wildfire up here. I think that's going to be better. Maybe I'm wrong. Difficulty 11. This one goes to 11. Let's see how we do. It's going to be a tough matchup. Yeah, background is still Fractured Daisy. Let's change it to Wildfire maybe. Just to give Wildfire a little more. Maybe this one. We don't really have like a fire background, right? We have like lava. We want to add a fire background sometime. I don't know. Go with this one. I like this one. And we're gonna have to look and see what all of these cards are. Ooh, Indelible Claim. That's really good. And they do go into sands, which I'm fine with. So Russia 6, let's review as well, is a whole thing. So you've got your usual lost condition track. Beasts destroyed by adversary rules. Currently there's 4 beasts on the island. Escalation, add 2 explorers among lands with beasts. If you can't, add them on a different board. We have level 1. They add more stuff during setup, and during play, explorers do +1 damage. And Ravage adds blight to a land, destroy beast in that land. Level 2, first time each action would destroy explorer. If possible, 1 is pushed, 1 fear. Level 3, they match, Ravages match lands with 3 or more explorers. Level 4, they change the deck. Level 5 is the quote-unquote fear bomb. So in the fear deck, if you reach these cards, they get put into the build spot. So that's pretty rough. And then level 6, after turn 2+, if you don't add blight, they add towns and explorer to the land with the most explorers. So, all right, Russia is pretty vulnerable to manipulation, so we can actually jump in and stop both of these builds, which is really good. Because so we can add presence in here, doing 1 damage, push him out, and just do our innate to push this guy out. And probably just get them into... I might want to get presence into here since there's blight already next turn. Let's plan to do that. Push him into there. And so I think Wildfire pretty much knows what they're going to do. So, but let's see what we have for Fractured Days. Fractured Days is not... Oh, there are already 2 guys in there. That's not great. And there's... Yeah. So we might want to be doing a 4 times sideways next turn on the Ravage to double up the Ravage on this where nothing's happening and have no Ravage over here. But let's see. We can think ahead towards that. We also have Blur the Arc of Years. We can try to pull off one of those things. We have a huge defend, which is great for that. We also have Invaders do not build in target land, which works really well for this. If, like, you meant, like, it doesn't really work against Russia, does it? But if you had another defend, that can help. So, yeah, we got lots of Dahan movement. Little disease, strife, blight removal, damage. These 2 go well together. Hunting Grounds, not really that great for Fractured Days. Spill Bitterness might be good. Terrifying Nightmares can help solve Explorer groups, and then we're probably gonna have a bunch of blight for this. So I am excited about Indomitable Claim. We could actually probably... We could use that this turn. Obviously, would be a weird play. But we could use it with Indomitable Claim and Blur the Arc of Years. Is that even possible? So we would need to take 2 energy, but we can't get to 2 card plays, right? Yeah. We would need to get more card plays. And we can't do that. But we can try to do that next turn, right? If we get ourselves up to 2 card plays, then we try to... We get a bunch of energy and Indomitable Claim next turn. So, like, we'll plan to do that here because we get to add more to Han. They build, they ravage, they're defending 20. Like, everything is great. So let's try to do something this turn that enables us to do that next turn. We're going to need to have 5 energy and 2 card plays. And ideally 1 time, but we should have... That shouldn't be a problem. And Indomitable Claim is just going to let us do great things. We can also, like, get it back and play it again all the time. Like, if we can have lots of Dahan around, this is probably we'll just end up blighting, but that's going to be fine. I think we have a really good opportunity with Indomitable Claim there. So if we had, like, a defend 6 or something, it would also be good, but we don't have that. We don't have other defend. We have rights, which is good, but it's not that good against Russia because explorers are dangerous already, so. And Indomitable Claim just makes us basically get our presence tracks rolling faster, which is always good. I think we want to do this. Maybe? Gets us presence on the board permanently, or off our tracks permanently. It also, if we can... Want to do that, or we want to just bank energy for next turn? I guess when we get a Indomitable Claim, we have to forget a card. So maybe let's get a miner that we can forget for Indomitable Claim. I think that's probably the play. Well, we know what you're doing here, so we're going to get a power card, and we're going to jump into here. Stop both builds. What do we got? Entrap the Forces is pretty good. It has plant. We like that. Portents, I wish I'd clicked you first and grabbed Portents. Oh well. Adding beasts, actually this is pretty strong against Russia. Being able to add beasts and push explorers with beasts. I'm gonna click that just because Russia. And let's go for card plays. Then you in there. Send the Dahan in there. I send the Dahan here with friend. Yeah, I could actually... I have different ways to deal with this guy. I need a plant in order to do the damage here, or I could get 2 fear. Let's see what... If you're getting a damage power, we might want to give you Flames Fury, so let's see. We're just gonna get something and play it, right? Probably. We could build the knights here and they don't build. And then we Indomitable Claim there. The problem is we don't have any Dahan. We can always save our Indomitable Claim plan for another turn, to be fair. I like Veil the Night's Hunt. I feel like we can play that trick another time. So I'm gonna click Serpents for adding more beasts. Let's get presence on the other board. And I don't need... Let's do this. I don't necessarily need the 2 card plays next turn. I think we just try to bank a little energy here by doing this. Play Veil, stop this build. Yeah, so we're not going to do that plan. We're going to try to, like, bide our time a little bit, maybe. Just going to use Threatening Flames. We don't have a whole lot to do, so we may as well use that. And let's just put him in here where the other guy is. Yeah. So they don't even build at all. Because of the disease. And we just allow it to happen, or if we want to stop the blight, we can stop the blight. It's 5 damage. There's no beast. It's not a huge deal. Oh, yeah. Alright, we get a jungle. Here we have more problematic land. Okay. I mean, we could keep doing this and be ready for an indomitable claim turn like here or here. Right now, that's the one blight. I'm fine to accept that. We could stop another build with a presence placement. Maybe that's here. Get into the blighted land. Maybe we pull a defend card, right? We could easily do that. And I kind of feel like just sort of get set up to do indomitable claim next turn. Again, the same sort of thing, like do that here. Again, just play one card and get... Maybe play two cards, I don't know. There's nothing really like that we need to do. Just bank time. Could do Terrifying Nightmares and stop this. I think there's going to be a city. I mean, if that blights, it's not a big deal either, right? So I'm not super concerned about it. I'm going to click here again. And we got to defend 5. So we could blur defend 5, get a bunch of Dahan there to kill the city. It's an option. This is push or gather to Dahan. I could gather to Dahan and indomitable claim here. Also pushes blight. That's interesting. We don't have destroyed presence, right? Yeah. Problem is using this means we don't stop a build. I'm thinking about using this and doing the blur thing here. There's going to be Dahan then, and then we get to push Dahan in other places. And going for the indomitable claim. So if we did that, we would click here. We have to gain 2 time and 2 energy, and then we have enough to do blur, and I think that's okay. Getting on the train of getting on the indomitable train earlier than rather than later is okay. So we do this, we gain the claim. Forget Veil. Get up to 2 card plays. And get energy. And move a presence. Maybe move another one to this board. And then you have it. Want a sacred site? Probably want a sacred site. Flame and Blur are gonna go here. Yeah, we're putting another presence there, right? So. And this is gonna go here. And you can go there because you're gonna get murdered. Oh, but I can't afford Sky's Herald. Can't afford Sky's Herald. But there's other things we could do. Don't have energy. I can go into this land here and push a Dahan in that way. Still stops to build. We don't do as much damage, but I think finally we do enough damage in the Ravages, so. And we just do that. It's the only... Like, we can play this, but to what end? To no end? To no end, right? So, this at least adds beasts. Alright. Let's do this. Probably wanna maximize fear. Means we don't kill a guy. I think we probably want to kill a guy. Kill the guy. Oh, hang on. Clicked wrong. If you just kill the town. Here. Get a fear card. That might help stop a build. And we don't actually need all these Dahan here. So let's put one here. 2 is enough to finish them off. And we can add beasts somewhere. I'm gonna say somewhere. Yeah, just somewhere different. Here is interesting, but we might just let that rapid dragon. I'm gonna put it here, where if they go back into Sands in stage 2, we're here already and we can kill them. I guess maybe here. Maybe if the beast might do something, right? So there's okay. Yeah, the beasts did something. I guess I should have put it in there. We don't actually want to push them away, though. We want them probably to be where they are. Could move this guy into here, but after the first successful build, add 1 explore. Gross. Yeah, I kind of don't want to push. Scapegoats. And early scapegoats. Alright. Spread these explorers out. Want to have 3 in any land. Alright, so this is the level 6 effect. Adding an explorer and a town to the land with the most explorers. I guess this land we can probably hop in and blow up with wildfire, so a bit dangerous, but there's disease there. And here, I think maybe this, I'll just do that. And then the event is going to add to an adjacent land without invaders, but there is none if I click here. Yeah, fine. Explore wetlands. Where's our fear bomb? 2 away. No? Is it? No, it's... Yeah, it is 2 away. Wetlands. So we still don't have 3 explorers in the land. Good for that. We do have 3 ravages. 1 is a cascade. But we can potentially... Oh, I don't have range to jump into that land without not getting energy again. But actually that's fine. We just play this. I think it's fine, right? We have 2 fire, and with +1 damage, we kill the town. Then we could do Poor Time Sideways and not Ravage on this board if we wanted to. Also not build, means we double build here, but... means we go to 3 card plays but have no energy though, it's kind of dumb. If we did this, we would have enough energy to do some things. We could go in here. We could push the blight out of there so that they don't do anything. Could we Indomitable Claim again? We would have to have enough elements and energy. I would need 3 sun, 2 moon, 2 air. We would have that if we were able to play all our cards, which we could do, but do we have enough energy? So I click this. We have to get 2 time. Do we need 2 time? Yeah, we need... No, we just need to play... Oh, we need enough air. Yeah, we have to play all these cards. And we don't want to play all those cards, right? We could bring Sands 1 back. I like bringing Sands 1 back. Because Sands are really well dealt with, and I think that would be good. So, yeah, I don't think we want to do that. But is there we have Guardian Serpents. If we have a Sacred Site, we defend, but I don't think we are going to have a Sacred Site anywhere they're ravaging. So many decisions with fractured days. Trying to think if we played all these cards, we could stasis one of these lands we don't want them to blight. I can just do this and see where we get to, right? We're at 4 energy, so actually we can't afford to do Indomitable Claim. Anyways. So is that even worthwhile? Is there a card that would be worthwhile here? Everything's expensive. Like, we could grab Terrifying Nightmares, for example. Doesn't actually get rid of stuff, which is kind of a bummer. Yeah, I don't know that that's the way to go. I feel like you have to get energy, right? Question is, where do you go? I guess going here is fine. Going here is good because we can stop the cascade. We could also just stasis that land if we wanted to. You could play 3 cards. You could have a +1 on... How much energy are you gonna get? If we do this... I would probably want to get this fire. This is like... probably what I would want to do. Don't love any of these options, but suppose we did that. We have 4 energy, so we could do this. Oh, I don't have 3 plays because I did that. Right. And I would only have 3 energy if I did the other way. If I can't get +1 damage on flash fires, I don't think it works. If I go the other way, I only have 3 energy. That would have been useful to have. If flash fires was fast with and 2 damage, then like that's definitely worthwhile. Sending it up there. It would probably be... Hello, Kokimo. Yeah, it's going all right. We had Indomitable Claim, which we used along with a Blur the Arc of Years there, but we do have a tricky turn this turn because there's a lot going on, and it's a lot. We could do Pour Time Sideways and Absolute Stasis. If we get a little more time, and we could... Maybe we... I mean, it's possible we find a defend. What if we... If we find a defend, then we don't have to stasis this, right? We can do the double ravage. So I think we look for that, and this port time sideways is pretty okay to do a nothing here, and we can concentrate on clearing these lands so that they don't even ravage next turn, and a double here, and then we... Yeah, let's do that. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. So minor power, gotta defend 4, and great elements, defend 5 for free. I love the defend 4 with great elements, though. That seems like a winner. Let's take this free defend into our thing. We get to add a presence. We're going to be spending 3 time for this. And 1... No, we're not actually using absolute stasis anymore. So we could pass returns again as well, which I like a lot. So let's get a Sacred Site in here because we have a card that defends from Sacred Site. And so I want 1 time. Actually, just get 2 time. 3 card plays are more than enough. Well, they are what we want. And we get a reclaim and a resolve slow power now. Huh. Actually, now we could just do the flash fires thing. So we're going to defend 4 here. And we're going to pour time from here to here. So no ravages and builds over here. Double over here. But the double is empty. We can actually, if we clear, the double builds don't do anything if we clear them out, right? So why don't we try to do that? I could use asphyxiating smoke and then stop them building a city here. It seems like a good idea. And then next turn we can just hop in and deal with those. We have a Sacred Site for that. Yeah, so, well, it's not going to be Sacred Site anymore, but okay. So I think we are going to go do this so that, oh, we don't actually have to, yeah, we have to have Blight there, right? So, but we can get Blight by pushing it in here. Sneaky. Sneaky way. We only have defend 4. I'm gonna put you here, maybe? Is that wetland? I don't want to put them in sands because they are gonna explore sands. So put you there. Put her there. You can actually get an extra Dahan in here. Let's put the other one in here, maybe a fear card. Helps us out. And we can use this fast to stop a city here. We don't need Flame's Fury. Does this do something? I can play... I don't have enough fire to remove a Blight. We do more damage, but there's nothing to hit. What would this do? I think I just don't want to play the cards, right? Like, there's no... I don't get anything. I'm already doing enough damage here to stop this build. I have to push that guy out anyways. Whatever, he can go into here. Yeah. There's just no point to playing these cards, right? We can play them next turn. I could reclaim this back, or I could reclaim back something else. I can't afford to do this. Huh. I don't have 2 energy left. Well, you know what? Then I can get more energy. By doing this. So I could put 2 here, and then one of them goes out from there. Playing around with different ideas. So, go here. Put them in there. Play smoke. And I just Firestorm doesn't do anything, but this does stop the city build. I mean, right now, does it matter if they build a city? Maybe we just don't play any cards. They're gonna double build, right? So, is there anything we can do? If I click this, then we can't afford to do the thing. They're still gonna, whatever they do, they're gonna build a town in the city, right? So it doesn't matter if we destroy the town now, it's just 1 fear. It does make a fear card for us, which maybe stops the build entirely. So, okay. Hello, pricey provinces. If I play Flame's Fury now, I could just remove a blight. But there's really not. That's not really necessary. I'd rather have more cards to play next turn. Alright, so... Actually, and I can put both blight in the same land, so... That's kind of nice. Put blight here. And we can slip. I can't target that land. I don't have a sacred site. What about this? Not really doing much. This is not doing anything. Okay. This Wildfire does not play any cards this turn. Is that the play? That might be the play, to just not play any cards. Which feels weird, but also fine. Because the power is not really doing anything. And we just get them to reclaim a card. Or you could reclaim Indomitable Claim. That's better. And then we can pop that in here next turn. That's going to have a whole bunch of stuff. Cool. All right, and the Dahan stay and everything is great. Okay, like, sure. we're going to use this. I think we can do this and just get our plays back. Sand comes next. And they're actually going to explore 0 over here too. So I have to spend a lot more time. I guess if we do our third growth option, we can get a bunch of energy. Play claim next turn. That's what we're gonna have to do. Keep our card plays. Board moved from 1 viewer time. Do that. This can be a sacred site for Ben's. Click through to the event thing, but yeah, the ravage is 0, the build is double. On each board, add an explorer to Land with Blight. Well, come on. Now we stop them there. In each land, we also have homesteaders on each board. Push up to 2, so we can actually... They're not gonna... It just stops the Ravage next turn there, basically. In each land with town city, 1 damage per Dahan. Here. And here. And here. But the defend works. Okay. Where are we moving? This guy. He can actually go in here because the next part is gonna work too. We get to bounce some guys around here, so you go in there. Why is there more damage? Oh, because it's happening twice. That's why. Right. Oh, it's happening twice. It's amazing. Wildfire vanilla previous turns. Yeah, Wildfire stopped all the sands on the first turn here. Stopped the jungle down here. Wildfire is doing great. It's just like this turn made... I mean, it's been doing stuff with its growth, right? It just didn't make sense to play a card this turn. And this happening twice is actually really good. This Dahan's dying, though. But otherwise... And this, right, it's not happening at all here. So 2 damage. And you can go back in here. And 2 damage. Oh no, the guy only does 1. So I can kill the town here, actually. I could have killed the town totally here, but I think it's better to kill the explorers. Right, and he survives and kills the Dahan. I don't want that. I don't want that. All right. Just go back there. We can actually clear this land so they don't build. Then we can use nominal claim like over here, or here, or whatever. Maybe here, because they're going to double build there. That's probably better, yeah. Well, we can claim here, or we don't have to. We can figure it out. We have options. And here, if we hit this guy twice, he doesn't survive. That's so weird with 4 times sideways events doubling up. Alright, I think we ended up with a decent thing. Skip build action land city. Well, that didn't do anything. Thanks. No ravage, no ravage. Double ravage. And you can go... Oh. Here. Because we are gonna figure that out. We're gonna build the gardens there. Why did they add explorers there? Is that something the event did? Is that something Rush is doing? Oh, because of the after the ravage step. In the land with the most explorers. Sure, that's fine. It doubles up the adversary thing too, right? Yeah. That's wild. But because they have the most... Yeah, I'm fine with... This is going to be an indomitable claim spot. And hopefully we can also put Dahan in there. Or we could even just stasis it, right? Like... What a mess. And they double explore. Alright. Quite a turn. So we have a 3 explorer situation here. We can get in here or here to stop the ravage. Still don't have destroyed presence. We could make some by going into a land with presence. Is actually 17 damage. So I like add presence, 3 card plays. We can do a 2 damage fat flash fires. I could go in here. Interesting. Smoke still doesn't do anything. Except if they build, like, it can destroy a town somewhere. Between claim and stasis, like, everything is fine. What do we want to, do we want to get from, I think we want to do this. I would love to get a card that lets me move Dahan fast. This does that. I can get 3 Dahan in here for the Ravage. I guess 2. Just 2. Can I play... I'm sure I can play 2 cards. So... we actually use a power fast? I don't think so. We don't have moons. We take that. Where am I at energy-wise? I think I need... click this twice, and then we could get a time, or we could just get more energy. We don't have any time, so like probably makes sense to have some. We have enough energy for our turn playing these 2 cards. And get another presence back on that board. For future 4 times sideways purposes. We did this, get 2 down in here and claim. Bring them from here, I guess. You can get more Dahan in by jumping in here, right? I think that's the play. Or here. Here's fine, because we can get Destroy Presence back very easily. And also gather more Dahan there if we want. I don't know that we can do all these things, because we do have 2 Ravages up here that are actually happening. I think, though, if we go to 3 card plays, go in there, I'm going to be able to do... I can do this in several places. Go in here. Plus 1 more. I want the flash fires fast with +1 so we can kill this. Problem is this still exists, and we're not dealing with that. So instead of putting more Dahan, I could stasis that land so they don't cascade there. Or we could hope that the fear card... Oh yeah, the problem... We're getting an extra build in stage 2. We're getting the bomb. An extra build somewhere. That's... I mean, that's just definitely happening. We only need 1 more fear for that to happen. I can split this damage. It's doing 2. So 1 here, 1 here. Or something. Yeah, I think I'd rather not have this cascade right now. So we stasis there. Sure. I could have done sap the strength for free. Why don't we do that instead? Because it's free, saving energy. Yeah. Okay, as soon as we generate fear, we reveal that card. Yeah. So we can't go back after that. This is 19 damage. I think we're okay with that. Let's do the thing. We want to put this guy in the sands and then knock him out. We have... I think we want to actually... We can Firestorm and send 1 guy out of here. But we want to know what that card is before we do that. I think we do flash fires first. Jungle. Well, let's go in there anyway. Wait. Oh, I forgot to get my +1 damage. Oh, I'm allowed to go back? That's a bug. I should not have been allowed to go back. Was allowed to undo after Russia fear card. Fear bomb card reveal. It flipped and revealed. New information, but was allowed to undo. I mean, I'll take it. I was meaning to get the +1 damage. So I'm just gonna go ahead and... It wouldn't have changed my decision. Hi, Herignios, thank you. Nature Incarnate has been a lot of fun to work on. And we've got more coming for you. Alright, attachments are preparing. Attachments are uploading. Hello, Space Hawk. Oh, the chat is coming alive. Okay, I'm gonna get my +1 energy, or +1 damage, which is important. And then move you. Okay. And 20. There was 19 damage there, so I'm gonna send... Yeah, so I don't want to, actually... Yeah, I actually need to... This changes things a little bit, doesn't it? I guess if they're gonna build in the jungle there, that's okay, because I have presence there. It's kind of... The jungle's like the worst, actually. I could just not deal damage here, right? Yeah, okay. Let's get... We're still allowed to cheat and go back. It means I want to put the guy here. If we're gonna cheat, we're gonna cheat. We're gonna put the guy here and split damage between these two lands. Oh, I could like destroy a town or something instead. Okay, hang on. Let's they have actually 3 damage. I want to kill this guy. Let's kill him in a town. I just want to avoid having explorers here. I want to avoid having an explorer there. I don't want them to build in these lands, basically. Okay, we're going to defend there. So we're going to just have... They're only building here and in the 2 jungles up here. And they have a stage 3 card, so they might... Odds are pretty good that they put explorers in these places, and it's annoying, but... We do what we do. Okay. They didn't get +1 damage, which is good. Get to put Dahan somewhere? No, not where we want. Destroy 2 explorers among lands with stuff. Add town to coastal land adjacent to a coastal town. So here. There are no coastal towns over here. So we're destroying 2 explorers. I can stop them building here. I think, though... Can he go in here? Maybe too much damage. Let's see. Oh, they're okay. So no build in there. And we can push an extra guy into here. Cool. Add Dahan. I would love to add Dahan here, but I can't do that. I'm gonna put one here. And here they're gonna be ravaging next turn, so go in there. Your card says replace. Oh, this is actually a bad card against Russia. Imagine it had to go somewhere that you end up causing a ravage. But I think here it makes a city instead. Or it changes the city build to a town build, so I think that's good. Here, oh, there's so many guys. 9 explorers? I want to kill the city, but also there's so many explorers that they're going to ravage again next turn, so we have to get rid of some of them. But also, I don't want them to go... I guess they can go in. They can go. One can go in there. Would love to... If I kill the city, they actually don't have any source of explorers. So they won't explore these places while they'll escalate. Well, they won't. They won't escalate. Okay, go there. This is danger, but we still have absolute stasis. Oh, but because they're escalating in here. They're gonna add. We may as well just leave the city there. I think getting rid of a lot of these explorers is worthwhile. Even though we don't get as much fear. Because we can hopefully stop the ravage trigger. So. I think that's going to be... Does cause a city build here. Causes a ravage here where it wouldn't, right? I think we accept the city build. Can we afford to claim next turn? Gain up to 2 time. We're like 1 energy short of claiming next turn. Unless we can do our innate and pull the claim. I think I added here just because they're already going there. And they're escalating, but we can make them escalate in here. 1 here, 1 here, so they don't get 3. And since this is empty, I'm gonna put them in here and try to deal with them. Lots of builds. Sands Mountains. So they do go in. But they don't go in the jungles. It's really good. I mean, it's good on this board. +1 damage explorers are really tough with Russia. Any other adversary just like, oh yeah, 1 explorer, whatever. But brother played every spear is the worst against Russia. Yeah, Finder is tricky, but I think we had a pretty good solution for it in digital. We can remove a blight. Where though? Actually want blight in order to do damage in these places. I think it's here or here. This is a lot. 17 damage. And a lot of explorers. I could make this have 2 less damage. I guess this is like the only... I guess I could target this land. That's just a blight. Like, this one is actually something we can do something about, so... We have a lot of ravages. 10 blight. Oh my gosh, so the whole land is red because of everything. I don't think we have enough actions to take care of enough stuff. The bonus, there's 3 bonus ravages happening in the mountains. If we do this, can we... We can't get the energy, right? We don't have the way to get energy for claim. If I do this, I can't get the elements for doing this. We're kind of in a tough place. We do have port time sideways. We could get 3 times, so we could say they do things 0 times on this board. It's probably the best, and double on this board. Because we can actually potentially deal with stuff on this board. I think in any case we have to do this. Play 3 cards. I think port time sideways is gonna help us. I think this is gonna help us. Maybe Bend 5 is gonna help us. That can take care of that. Okay, that's fine. Missing the dungeon? Yeah, Relics of the Forge is coming. It's coming. So this is going to use up all of our time. I'm going to say this goes 0 times. And this goes double times. But this land is going to get cleaned out by the Ravage, so they're not going to even build here, which is good. We could... No, we can't. We don't have time to stasis that land. I'm not sure how we deal with these double Ravages, actually. There's so many 1 explorers doing damage. You're reclaiming, right? We're not just playing this and 1 other card, so... Alright. Minor power, we have lots of plays. Drywood explodes. Hazard spread, actually, though. Free Gift of Twin Days. I need that. I need my elements, though. And we can, like, add more beasts. So we don't really have solutions. We can stop them from ravaging here by doing damage there, right? So we can actually put Sap the Strength in here, which isn't enough. But what if we also do this? Then it is enough. So at least we defend 1 place. This cascades, but I mean, it does. We can't stop everything. We can't stop this. We don't have Blight there. Can we copy Blight there? That's another cascade, right? If they double Ravage. Goodness me. We have no innates over here. We probably have that. have a fear card. We're probably going to get to the next terror level. I wish I could. I wish that had blight, but I can't. I cannot make it have blight. I don't think there's anything else I can do, though. We have to hope the fear card solves that. If this does cascade, it goes into one of these lands. If this cascades, it can go there. So we have places to cascade. I think it's better than all this going off. I guess like these jungles are empty. But we have no way to stop this. I guess we could absolute stasis. I think what we're doing is better than alternative right now. So it's not looking great generally, but I kind of want to click this to get the flash fires, and it's way cheaper than this. I don't need the +1 damage on this. So I could get more fear by this. So we could do this. Is there a place? I don't think it matters. Defending these two guys kill all of them. I'm at liberty to tell you what the next phase will be. It'll be one of the phases that is in the list. You'll see when the next preview is an idea of potentially what the next phase is going to be. I want to add beasts, more beasts. Just keep adding beasts to keep ahead of them killing all our beasts. What if I did take... What if I did take that power instead, actually? Win days, and we can defend here instead, and actually kill the guys and they don't build? It's actually good, right? And then we can flash fires here, as long as we play in air. And we don't have any plant. We don't have any plant then. It doesn't work. I can Threatening Flames that guy. But it means that flash fires can't be fast. I can Swarming Wasps this guy. Okay, we don't need plant. Swarming Wasps can send him away. And we can repeat it. And why do we play flash fires? Oh, because we still need to deal with this other land. But actually then we can, if we can repeat Swarming Wasp, we can add beasts and then push that guy. So what we want to do then is Threatening Flames, save our energy, remove a blight. So Swarming Wasp number 1 here, number 2 push him there, and Threatening Flames here. Cool. I don't want to have 3 explorers in lands, but they're going to end up being there. Windy. Okay. Those aren't ravaging. That's clearly the Cascade land. I have a firestorm that I can use here to kill a town or kill explorers. The explorers are just going to keep building up. We can sap. We can sap. We can favor. So that is 0 damage. War time is going to go across. So Firestorm here is good because then, yeah, that's just solves the Ravage next turn also. And the jungles are going away, so I'm gonna put him here, maybe the Dahan, kill him or something. Okay, and then we're gonna go from here to here, so they do things 0 times here and double here. So they're gonna double Ravage here. That's fine, that's fine. This is a double build, but only 1 build. Alright. I think we've got some sort of plan. We gotta get back 3 presents. And I think we can afford it. We can do a notable claim next turn and keep working on one of these places. Go out of here. Maybe. Far off wars touch the island. And this is going to happen twice on this board. Wow. So we could generate a lot of fear. This adds blight without cascading, but then they are going to wrap. If we did here. Problem is doing it here, it doesn't actually solve the land. What else is happening? Add Badlands to land with blight. Gather 1 or 2 Dahan into a land with Dahan setup symbols. Yeah, not really doing a lot. I don't know that I want to blight the island right now. I could remove, destroy 2 towns in here, and it makes it easier to deal with. I think let's do that. Where did it happen? Shouldn't this be happening on the other board? On each board. Do this 0 times. On each board. Shouldn't affect this board. Yeah, that's a bug. Far off wars touch the island. It's making me choose both boards rather than putting twice on 1 board and 0. Bug report for fractured days. It happens. I'll be right back. Take a quick break. Feedback success. Okay. So that destroyed a town here, which is a bug, but whatever. Doesn't change a whole lot in this game. So we're adding Badlands. I think here, even though there's no one here, well, wherever we have presence, it's pretty strong. But there are guys here that we might want to have to, if they explore into wetlands, we have to like clear them out. So I'm gonna click there. And oh, it actually is working too. Okay, this part's working. Two on that board. And then on each board we do this twice here. So this place is fine. I can actually get 2 Dahan. No, 1. I need. They're gonna kill. They're gonna damage 1 Dahan, but I think 2 of them are gonna die. So if I get 1 more on in here, that's good. Oh right, but that's funny. Okay, so I want to gather 2 and then gather 1 back. Right. And 1 come back. Fear card. Invaders do not ravage. Does that actually help? I want them. I want to click here. They're actually the only place they're ravaging is the one I want to stop. Well, they are ravaging here, but we're blocking it. And here we're blocking it. So it's a skip, dog. Alright. I'm just gonna click these lands because they aren't gonna happen. And here, I wonder if we can't really pass guys back and forth because we're just defending enough, right? This is exactly 9 damage, so I can't put another guy over, so we can't really trade them back and forth because it will cause too much. Well, the problem is, oh, hang on. I need to skip one of these ravages because they are going to, the second card is going to make them ravage twice in that land. So I do actually want to click the land. Here. Say if we put guys in here, they don't we make them not ravage in here. And I'll also click here because it's also next door. Because of the matching roll, right? If I put a guy in here, it's gonna start ravaging. And now I can send a guy back from this. And now we're on the jungle card. So right, they would have ravaged here. I guess I could have sent him here. Maybe it's better to have sent him there. Actually, there's so many guys. It's better to send them there, right? Because of the just generally think. I'm gonna go back again. Oh, we're already back far enough. Okay. Sorry, go there. Rixie. You go back there. And we have to click these for technical reasons. Then this guy can also go in here. Where's all those cards that remove all explorers? Or push all explorers? Alright, and here they double ravage. And I guess that can go in here because I'd rather that not be blighted, right? So and wetlands it is. So 2 explorers in the sands because we can easily kill them, right? Or should I put them in here because it's blank? I'm gonna putting them in here because I can always jump in here, but oh yeah, and they're doubling, so yeah, just fill it up. Fill it up and go in. Plus, and get energy and play all these cards and try to kill them all. We can push the blight out if we want. Yeah, it's a mess. But at least there's going to be only 1 land ravaging here next turn. So, well, plus the... Nice. Auto-ravaging, but maybe we can get them out of there. Take away a blight. And look at the top card of Invader deck, or we could try to get the stage 2 card to come up. Probably worthwhile, because then we could swap it with the stage 1. Sands Wetland. But, okay, we know it's Sands Wetlands coming up. Which is fine-ish. Alright. More, so at least the Ravage is like not as bad as it could be. This is pretty, if we can get more Dahan in, Indomitable Claim is really good here. Indomitable Claim Blur here is actually really good, right? We get to add more Dahan, Ravage, 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 kill lots of guys. The problem is we still have these other lands. I mean, these other lands are just blighting. Just blighting. Killing a blighting, killing beast, but not cascading, right? So we could actually flash flyers. You get in here. Yeah, so I think actually we want to get in here with our presence. Why are you here? Ah, why are you there? Guy? Dude? All by yourself? This is worse though, right? We want one more fire? Probably. Makes it trouble. And I go here, because I can... I'm gonna have the air for the split and everything, so... Put the beast together. Maybe the beast should go there. We can rewind and put... I think putting the beast there is probably better. I don't want him to go there because they'll ravage then. Any number of your lands with blight. So we can like work on these guys a bit. Problem is, yeah, I guess I can hit here, then there, and I'm not sure exactly how. I think the split means I can kill these guys. I can push one of these guys and kill these guys. I believe. Get our air and our +1 damage. We've had this in our hand for the entire game, and I think we did play it once, didn't we? Maybe back at the start. Flash fires can take care of one of these places. Asphyxiating smoke just is there to give me air. And be real expensive. So we have Claim Blur. It could be here. I think it's here because of the cascade. And they're building anyway, and so we just gotta afford it, so we've got to click this. So what are we getting? We're playing 3 cards? We can play 3 cards if we take... Can we? I don't actually think we can. We need to put 2 time here, and then we'd only have 4 energy. We can't afford it, so we can only play 2 cards. Well, yeah, we can, unless we get a free card? No, we can't even, because... I wonder if there's something else we do. Spill Bitterness? Not really. Problem is that we only get 2 card plays because of the energy situation, so... I guess, actually, can we... can do that. We need time for that anyway, right? So, yeah, we have to get a time so that we can repeat this. And we want a card, I guess. Probably a minor power. Next turn we're gonna have our Gift of Twin Days combo again. We're gonna have Terror level 2, probably. This card is for next turn. I think it's probably Guardian Serpents, right? There's gonna be some sacred sites we want to defend and stuff. We want this to be a sacred site. We play this. We can play Claim. We want... oh, we don't have enough time, though. I could have taken another time, but we'd be short 2 energy, so it wouldn't be possible. Okay, so it doesn't work. We're just gonna hope the fear cards help us with some of these ravages, I think. We have 3 damage. Do this first. Just always need energy. I don't know exactly what we should do here. I think we want them to ravage, right? So let them just, and we want to make fear, so we put you here. We can kill you after. think we have enough damage for that. Maybe we don't. We only have 3. I think we can't do that. Oh no, we have +1, so we have enough. Leave the Dahan. I could have put 2 Dahan in here, but I think so. If I do this here, prevent your destruction. You go back in here. All the other ones die. Yay, they die. So they don't build. They're ravaging here, huh? But we're gonna flash fires that, I think. I think so. And actually we kill. No kill, but yeah. So they're Blight. Lost condition blights, but like maybe the fear card helps us out here and here because there's 2 Dahan there. And this does enough damage to empty this land, actually. And put the extra explorer just in this giant pile of badness. We could have put 2 Dahan like in here, but I don't think that's necessary. It's in there. Okay. I think this will have to do. We're gonna blight the island for sure. Oh, I thought I had... this was only 2 damage plus 1 to 3, so there's still a guy there, but whatever. +1 damage when ravaging. Doesn't matter. Add disease to jungle wetland with the most. There's no buildings in jungle wetlands over here. Hey look, remove a blight. I actually like my blight there, but these guys are gonna go away, so that's good. And here, probably here so we can get in. This one has 2 blights, so it's tough to clear out. Get build actions. Okay. Different coastal land with Dahan. Gather up to 1. 1 damage per. Hey, look. That actually stops this ravage. Glorious. And you can go into there. Maybe just go into the other horror mountain. Hang on. I think the horror mountain is better. Something's gonna have 10 explorers, maybe we'll have 11. And could pull that guy, but there's no one there to damage. So ultimately we're ending up with 3 blight. We are blighting the island. This guy's gonna die at least, but... And Sands is gonna get explored, but they're actually not gonna explore there. Sands wetlands, right? So they're not gonna explore there. And they're not building. They are building here. But only there? Only there. Could be worse. Okay. Ravage. I don't know if there's... I don't think there's a blight card that can save us here, right? No, there's no blight card that can save us at all. There are blight cards that add buildings and stuff, and be happy to add buildings here. So let's blight the island before we click here, I think. And we can actually send him here to get killed by the Dahan. Or pushed, or whatever, you know. So order matters. Sorry, beasts. I know. It's ouchie. Nope, we just get attenuated essence. Each spirit with at least 5 presence in the island destroys 1. Sure. Alright, so we know Sands Wetland is coming up. So I'm going to push you over here. And this is empty. We're like hanging on here. That jungle is terrifying. These mountains are terrifying. We have 2 mountains ravaging from the rule. And no way to get up and doing so right now. So we have this one guy, this. Where did you come from? Oh, you explored there. But you're easy to, like, whatever. You're dead. And you're gonna be dead. And you're, like, yeah. Go into the sands with my blight, please. Like, come on. We obviously have 2 big problems. I could defend here. 6 damage. This only does 4. Defend 4. I could defend this with Guardian Serpents. Okay, Guardian Serpents there. How do we deal with that? Do we have like 1 damage fast? We could, I guess, the defend 5 if we reclaim it works. We could reclaim it with our innate. Not amazing. We could get terrifying nightmares and push out of there. So many explorers. There's 6 in here. How do we stop these madnesses? We can stasis this one. But this one... 19 damage. We're out of time. We have to get, like, do not ravage in coastal lands, or if that's even a thing. They're just going to be cascading all day long. I'm reclaiming, so we're not actually dealing with this. Well, this is just building. It's not actually doing anything. Oh, I want to remove from a land where I don't want to remove blight from those lands. Not particularly, huh? I think destroying this town is probably the best call. And we're gonna get the super build next turn if we generate fear. Russia's gonna Russia. We're gonna reclaim and gain a card. We could do a major power. We're gonna have 6 energy. Do I want to remove a blight? Like, I kind of do. I'm gonna remove it here. Here, they're ravaging. I'm gonna have swarming wasps for this. So maybe I do that there. Oh, I can't. This guy has to die. I'm gonna remove it from here. I don't like remove the place where I already have 3 presents, but I feel like I'm gonna need every last blight. Right now, they are not killing any beasts on the ravage. I could cascade into here, but then they would, yeah, they would destroy the beast, so I don't want that. I think it's reclaim. Get a power. I could go for a major with this. It's a bit risky because I only have that to play. It's a lot risky, actually. It means we don't split damage. I would like use my innate here and push him here. And then add your destroy presence somewhere. And we do this, so we have 6 energy for a major. Where would we add presence? Here, probably. Opportunity cost of not having any of those cards, though, is pretty high. Over here, we could do Indomitable Claim. But we can't afford to also Absolute Stasis. We want to do Guardian Serpents here. That was the idea. Or here, I guess, now that it is just 2 damage, but yeah. Maybe we can pull back Sap the Strength. If we do these 2 cards, and we can pull back and we need another air. We don't have air. Unless we play an air from our thing. We don't have the right elements, I don't think. I can get the reclaim easily. Well, maybe not even that easily. But not the play. Is it reclaim cards? If I reclaim cards and play, I get air. But then I can't have enough sun. I can't get to 3. Well, I can get to 3 card plays. I think that works. I can just try it. 2 card plays. Play this. It has to be this, I think. And this. Then I could play Sap the Strength. Or Favor. I could blur somewhere. So Stasis deals with one of these horrible lands. Oh, I could Stasis twice? I don't get to double blur, but if I Stasis twice, we can Stasis both of those. It's just like putting off the problem, but we kind of have to put off the problem. Or I could use this to stop a cascade. I have options, right? Stasis, we can blur twice if we don't Stasis twice, so. Alright, we have some, I think we have these both solved in some way, and one or both of these solved in some way. So you can kind of do whatever. You have this Ravage to deal with, which we can deal with our innate. That's it. So I think we take a major, and then we can stop a build. And we could even get presence in here if we wanted to. Oh, we were thinking we would repeat with Gift of Twin Days. But I don't think we have to, because we can play this instead. I guess we could have you get back Gift of Twin Days and play it, and then... Oh, this also pushes Blight, right? So we can stop Cascades by pushing Blight. Alright, I'm gonna get a major. We need something big. Flow like water. Actually good. Land Thrash is actually good. Unrelenting Growth, good. Rapid Wings, good. I mean, they're not enough. These are 18 and 19 damage. Can we get... I can't get enough Explorers out of there. That's the problem. I like Flow Like Water a lot. And it also makes my damage go off. Which is wild. So we kind of want to use it on the other spirit most of the time. This is a lot of damage here. Which we don't super care about at the moment. And it's slow. You can make us fast, but we only have 2 time. We don't have a lot of time to work with, but the first repeat's free. The first to the second use is only 1. It says defend 5. It's pretty good for this because they're gonna build there too, and it stops them from building. And this is just what it is. It's awesome. I'm actually almost at the threshold for it. If I play Flame's Fury, we threshold it. Can we get away with doing this now? I feel like we might be able to. I'm gonna click it. I'm gonna forget something. Flash Prize has been good for us, but I'm still gonna click on it. And we're gonna add 1 presence. Probably here. There's not like a better place, right? Just like maybe go here. Beast has to move. I'm gonna have, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to hit him, but we don't have the air, but that's fine. The main thing is hitting here. So we want to use this. We don't want to reclaim a card. We want to play this. And then we want... You can resolve a slow power now. So... What if we click here? We want to hunt in there. Let's just see. We use this on you. We use... Oh, I had to play the card after. It's like, oh, I could, like, do that now. Resolve the slow power first. I want to get the threshold. Play it. And I can't use this again because I'm out of time. So, I have the threshold. Because the thing is, putting Dahan here is not a good idea. That's the thing. That's okay. Just wanted to work through that. So the problem with the ordering, I can't. If I could use Unrelenting, then I could Unrelenting Growth here, deal like a bunch of damage for each showing under tracks. I guess it's 3 damage. 3 damage actually almost. It does stop the If I had Flames Fury first or whatever, like yeah, it would be great. But we're like 1 time short of that, so it's like not. Like almost, but like not quite. Okay. So we have to go back a little because, yeah, we don't want to put Dahan in there. So I don't know that this... I think this is what we want. Don't put Dahan. Put the Blight. And we can also use this to remove a Blight somewhere we want. Like here? No, not there. And we can actually get Blight back in here. Put Blight back in there. Guardian Serpent here. Don't use the power. We get back Flames Fury. Put it on ourselves. Firestorm here for 5 damage. So totally, we have 1 Blight here. They're not going to Ravage here. I don't know why it shows the Blight there. That's a small bug. I'll note it. It's not in the total, but the icon is there. So. Spirit Foresight shows Blight. Shouldn't do that. Yeah, they're not actually building that much this turn, right? I guess there's a risk they get some extra fear from the event. Flip the card, but let's see. Send this feedback and have a look. So, yeah, we're 5 away. I don't want to have that this turn, I don't think. I mean, I don't want to have it any turn, but it's going to happen sometime. Next turn is relatively okay. Like, they're not building a lot. And they're not building here. They will build here. You know what? I can get Dahan in there. That's what I want to do. Get Dahan in there, right? We can do that with Blair. And then they don't build here. I only need one Dahan in there, but I'm going to put two just in case one of them dies for something. Alright, we have to destroy presents. I think you can destroy this one because it's going to get destroyed anyways. So, right, this is taken care of. I think destroy out of my stack here, right? And this is going to get killed anyway, so probably. Life's web torn asunder. Each part of 6 more blight. We have that. Ooh. Gross. I guess it's here. Destroy 1 in a land with beast. Problem is the explorer doesn't actually get destroyed. We have to do it? I don't want to do it. I don't want to. Oh my gosh. So, I can destroy a town here. What is this doing? Push 3 from lands with disease to lands without disease. So these guys? Sure. They can go in here. I guess he can go in here. It's like, oh no, I don't want him in there. I don't want him in there. He can go in here. So these guys have to push. We don't need them in here. I'll put him in here. Maybe they do something. Choose a land with Beast, Strife, Dahan, downgrade 1, or skip the next build action there. Skip the build. They're not building here. There's no one there anymore. This board has nothing. Just nothing. They're not building there. I mean, it's just skip this build, right? Like, that's it. We don't want to downgrade. That would cause ravage. Alright. Add your blight. And you can go in here. There's a Badlands. I'm sure we can blow you guys up pretty well. You're ravaging anyway. And then we can outlet them to the mountains here, I think. The mountains actually is coming up. Oh gosh. These guys have to all go in here. Wow, mountains, okay. So this came back. We can bury this stage 3 card. Alright, Unrelenting Growth is here. If this didn't blight, that would be a great spot. But it did. I would love for Wildfire to have this, right? Like, elements, party. I guess if we give it to you, you can Indomitable Claim even more. Problem is we don't have Dahan in places. Alright, we have this. Ravage. And this. And this. That's it. If you play enough of your stuff, you can just burn them, right? We can burn out those ravages. You can defend at the strength here. Obviously, though, we still have these crazy mountains that are just continuing to blight and ravage forever. I could burn land and then jump back in to kill this one or that one, actually. Maybe here, because it doesn't kill your presence. Fire plant or 4 card plays? 4 card plays basically gets me fire plant, so. Alright, first we gain a power card, and then finally. Oh, it would be 1 more damage if we. But 4 card plays is going to be worth, right? We have a lot, and I think we take a minor power and we just try to get our elements jammed up. Call to isolation. What if we could stop this stuff? Where's the card that says push all explorers? When the time that you want that card. It's in here somewhere. The one that moves them up, pushes them off in the mountain, right? Poison Dew. It's like Poison Dew, but the pushing one. Song of Sanctity. I never want that card, but I want it now. There's one card with my element, and it's just a plant. Yeah. I guess this is an air. I like that. A little defend. I think I want the free card, and it does potentially stop a build here, so. Right. I guess 1 lived, so it's gonna go here. We can call to isolation him. Oh, they're ravaging here, by the way. Because of the escalation. I have to push you to where the Badlands is, I guess. Oh, there's 1 guy. 1 guy lived? Come on. And these guys don't have to leave. But they're not doing a lot. If I can get them to do something in the jungle with a fear card, maybe. Yeah, we're 1 damage short because we didn't take the fire plant. I think the 4 card plays are worth it, though. We're going to be able to split damage, right? So that guy's going to die. He's hiding behind my presence, too. What a jerk. I think we look here and we bury it, right? Jungle. Okay. Okay. You get to pick another card. We also have Gift of Twin Days as an option for repeating powers. So with Gift of Twin Days, these don't push blight. We could repeat Sap to Strength, which does deal with those ravages. Obviously, these ones it doesn't deal with. We have a notable claim for one of them. I would love to have Dahan there, though. I guess we can, and we can use this to stop a cascade. So we have the problem lands dealt with, but I'm going to see if I can get that card that moves all the explorers. It doesn't. Okay. Push up to 1 for Blight, remove Blight. Also, the card with my elements on it that lets me play Null Claim all the time. Okay. We want to hit the air threshold. This is the last threshold is kind of interesting. If I was in one of these lands, I could kill everything, but I'm not. We're probably want double claim. We probably want to click here. We have Dahan movement. We could put 3 Dahan and claim probably here. I guess maybe it has to be here because Wildfire can't see this land. In any case, this might just be a blight. I don't know. We're spread a little thin. I think that's our fast Dahan movement, right? I guess there's fast explorer movement, but there's so many explorers. 9 and 7. Terrifying Nightmares doesn't even do it. And then it just moves the problem to another land. Alright. I click here. I hit this again. Again, we're poor. So we have to get to energy twice and get a time. So we can only play 2 cards. We're slowly moving up, but I guess there's poor time sideways. We could use that if we spent all of our time. What does that look like? I don't think that looks good. I don't think it's balance isn't there for it. I don't think, is it? I don't think so. So let's get a presence. We want that presence there. We get presence over here. Move to Han. Oh, then we don't have sap the strength. Hang on. Can we get to a threshold where we get to play a card? Not even close. Not even close. More time. Yeah, we don't get the air. What are we doing? I guess the Dahan is optional, right? His defend is important. I mean, it's not that important, but it is lost condition. It is. So maybe we pick another card from here. Is there a different one that's any better than that, having that, though? I don't think so. So I'm going to keep it. So sap. Can you move some Dahan? You could stop a build with this. and this. That moves one Dahan. This moves Dahan. Not... Doesn't do it the way we want. I need it though. Let's see if I click the cards that I actually want to play and see if they give me the elements I want. I have the air, I have 2 damage. And lands with blight. I only need the 1 here, but it would be nice to be able to clear this, but I'm not playing enough plant. If I played gift, we could defend. We could defend here. And I could repeat something. So instead of Soaring Wasps, I could repeat Call to Isolation because it works on both of those places. Right? No build, no build. And instead we take something that does more. This actually solves this land. Sort of. So then we don't need to... Then we don't need Gift of Twin Days. Then we do want Swarming Wasp. How about that? All the isolation these guys in here. The problem is, if I do that, I do the damage and send them back, and they build. I mean, the build is not the end of the world, but I want to have an empty land. And this has to go to lands without my presence, so I guess they just all go into the jungle. That's okay. What else could I do? +1 damage. I guess the alternative is instead of... I play a fire plant. We could get a Flame's Fury, or we could get a... Give energy. Do this. They're gonna do more builds. We don't know where they're gonna build. They're gonna build twice in places. I wish we could have Dahan in that. We had a bunch of like. We could wipe that land out with a notable claim. We just don't have enough fast Dahan movement. We have to hope that the Fear card gets us some Dahan movement, I think. I have this, but I can't play it. And we can't get back Blur, which is what we used last time. I guess these guys don't have to go here. We can have them not build here. That's... Oh, no, we can't. Well, yeah, this guy has to go somewhere. Where's he gonna go? He has to go here. So, yeah. This isn't really doing anything then. I guess we use it here instead. In which case all of our damage is doing nothing because They're not even there. Guess we were trying to kill some guys. But it's not, that's not worthwhile. Just killing some guys. Oh, but they're gonna ravage there then. Then they're gonna ravage there. Oh, okay, doesn't work. I think this is the way it has to be. So, flame is gonna be. Is flame even defend enough? Yes, just enough. Flame there. Sky's Herald here. Threatening Flames sends these two guys, they're level 2, into here, which is gonna blight. Living Energy to Energy. Call to Isolation is gonna push two guys here. We may as well so we can kill them. Firestorm is gonna do a bunch of overkilling, and we don't have the split, but we don't need the split. Alright, and sap the strength here. So I think we have a good plan. We get a blight here, a blight here. That's it. Alright, so we're gonna find out what the... I guess we get to undo. We get to cheat and see what that beer bomb is. It's not clearing the undo. Jungle wetlands. Oh, I have destroyed presence. I don't think I want to cause a cascade there. I really have destroyed presence? Yeah, I guess so. I don't want to bring Dahan though. And Blight can go in there with all the other Blight. Have energy. Push to... deal damage. How much damage? And I can't send him anywhere that I want. So he has to go here. Alright. Again, we'll just destroy that. So I've been destroying presence from the Blight card. Dahan trade with the invaders. Dahan do not participate in Ravage's turn. There's only one land where we care about that. And it's here. We could easily display Wrath. I think we already afford that. I guess we had to pay... No, we already afforded 2 per player. We have to destroy Dahan. We have lots of Dahan. We could do this with air, which we'd have to discard a bunch. Each Dahan provides defend 1 in its land. That is helpful. Like, it's a bit helpful. Oh, we have a huge Ravage next turn. You have to forget extra cards. So what do we have available? We have 2 air cards there, 1 air card here. That's 6 energy. And we could just pay for the rest or forget some cards, and plus we have to forget a card. We are going to have Dahan. There aren't Dahan in the places where they're building except here. There are a couple here. If we can get Dahan, they're in their mountains here, which is helpful. Like with the Town Explorer, if we have 3 Dahan, then they just deal with it on their own, which is really nice. And we can push some Dahan around next turn with this. We can push Dahan around with our presence placement. If I discard these 2... Oh yeah, do we want port time sideways for next turn? That's a question. Probably not. I don't think we have any one board more sorted. I guess this board's a little more sorted than the other because these jungle 3 empty lands. Over here there's 2 empty lands. Oh no, 1 empty land. So having this side happen twice, if we can focus on blocking those places. But you have to reclaim to get Indomitable Claim back, or and absolute stasis anyway for those things. So, and but we can't even use the stasis. We wouldn't have enough time. We reclaimed. We could use. Yeah, I don't know that we have the elements for that. Normal claim is not even going to be enough for this next turn. But I like a port time sideways, especially with this jungle having lots of explorers. They're going to explore somewhere else just now and escalate. But we can afford it if we reclaim. And we can also play Indomitable Claim. So I think we do that next turn. So let's change and help. And let's discard. And I think you are happy to discard your air cards. Maybe even forget that one. To pay 5 more. And you can't spend all your energy because you're gonna need it. Oh, you can play 3 cards next turn too. So we can actually move Dahan and sideways and Indomitable Claim. That costs 6. You're gonna have 7. So you can pay 1. And you can just pay your 4 energy and place presence to get enough energy to play your cards. We get to get elements. Then we get Twin Days to repeat this. Get to Hun where we want. I think that's good. This might not all work properly, but we're gonna go for it. Also, we have to forget power card. Probably called Isolation. I'm not gonna play that again, probably. And I didn't need it for the slow phase. And Guardian Serpents. Push 1 disease. Guess it stops. Build. remove one. Hey, we get a fear card. Oh, it actually stops. Oh no, that ravage. Something happening with that ravage. Oh, they're not participating. So they're going to build here, but we are planning to have this board do things 0 times, right? So we can stop them building in this mountain. They are going to not build anyway, but we can, if we remove one explorer, then the defend next turn should be enough. So we actually don't care if they build here because we are going to 4 times sideways. I mean, we could change our mind now. But I think I want to remove an explorer here and an explorer here. In case if they explore this board, or if they explore jungle. Did they explore jungle already? Yes, so they won't explore jungle. I didn't want them to get 3 explorers there. So do you just preserve the disease? I don't think that's really necessary. I mean, it means we could use these to haunt somewhere else. I'm probably going to claim here and put Dahan. Means we could throw more Dahan there. I think having one less explorer in here is good for dealing with that land. Okay. Explore sands. And right, 1 explorer in here is okay. There's gonna be defend 2 there. This doesn't know about that yet. And I think we put 1 here. Okay, we really want them to ravage twice and have lots of Dahan there. That's the goal. Go ahead and take that blight. Unless I wanted to add presence somewhere, but I don't think so. I have to add presence somewhere to get energy. I guess I can do it here. Yeah, so see, these 2 ravages are automatically dealt with. I'd love to put presence here, but I want to play my cards. I could go here. It adds blight and kills a guy. Yeah. Fire plant. I just always have these now. Alright, we get to repeat Flame's Fury. And Firestorm, I guess it's like doing some stuff. I could have gone in here and just take the Cascade. That might honestly be better. Because I'm doing so much damage. I'm doing 6. I'm doing like a whole bunch with... I'm doing 8 because I get to repeat this. I think it's worth the Cascade to go in there. And then we can claim in here. Because we're doing, yeah, we're doing unrelenting growth, right? So I think we take the cascade. Because we're not, I don't think we're adding any blight this turn at all. So, besides the blight we're adding ourselves. And we want to like maximize killing explorers. I think we kill all the explorers next time. Let's do this. We can unrelenting growth into here or something if we want, or wherever we want. We can give it to you. Like, we get the threshold already. Okay, we're reclaiming. We need to get time. We want 3 card plays. Indomitable, 4 times sideways, and move to Han. So Indomitable is going to be for here. We get to put. I don't know that we're actually doing enough damage here. Let's see. We might just have to work it out here. Max damage. I don't want you to go. Yeah, you can go here. If there's 1 Han left there, you're okay. So here we do have a 6 damage Ravage. Here's just 9 damage. We're kind of in a tough spot where we can't. We could put. Oh yeah, we put all the Han from around here into there. Okay, so leave. This guy can't go here. Her whole cascade. So, but then these guys can't leave here. They're providing defense to this guy. Was there 1 extra explorer? Hang on. I think we have to go back and reassign what we did earlier. Oh, well, we can't leave an extra explorer around. I think we kill a town instead of hitting that city is what we have to change. We also don't have to go in there. I think it can work out. I feel like it can work out. I feel like we're really close. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go up here. I can't like do the explorers earlier because then there's too many explorers around. So we're like... Actually, we're okay. So, I think we're okay. Push 3 in here. And push. Oh, you can't afford to repeat it! No! Oh no! I need... Okay, we can do sap the strength. But like, come on. My Dahan. This whole thing is trying to get the Dahan in the places where they're gonna ravage. It's the whole point of the exercise. What if instead we use blur to move the Dahan? You don't move, there's not enough Dahan get moved though, right? We need to have 4 Dahan in here. Oh, that's so close. So close. 1 energy short. Because I spent the energy. I should have just like forgotten a card. Ugh. Because I wanted to be greedy and just have exactly... I forgot I needed to spend to repeat. Okay. Is it sap? I guess it's sap. The Dahan don't get to move. What if I blur? Okay, I can blur here. I can blur there because there's defend. No, but they build. Can I do it here? No. There's no... It doesn't work. Doesn't work. How sad is that? I could do this, but there's no... It doesn't help. It's not better. We still have Dahan here at least. But it sucks. It means I can put a guy down here, I guess. Means you could have put 2 guys down here. We want to go back and do that? I guess so. Or kill more explorers. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like we gotta kill these explorers. They've been a thorn in our side. The auto ravages for so many turns in a row. Probably want card plays. Let's get it here. Make this a sacred site maybe for sacred sites under threat or something. building in one land. Twice. But that's fine. And maybe we can push a Dahan in here. 2 Dahan, that would be cool. I can throw some extra defense somewhere. I guess there's a chance they get plus damage on cities or something, so just make sure there. Destroy presence. Your presence is actually safe now. Guess I'll just get rid of that one. Wavering Resolve. Move 1 health worth of invaders per power part card in play that generates fear. One? Just one. Well, stop him building. That's the only guy that's doing anything, right? One damage in land with beasts or badlands. 1 damage to Dahan in such a land. On each board with town, city. There's way more Dahan. That's not doing anything. There's lots of Dahan all over the place. So 1 damage. Could go here, just makes a little fear. And it happens twice. So I don't know. I guess in here we kill more stuff. I can click here and then here and actually kill an explorer. And then actually kill an explorer over there. Ravage. Oh, this is the one. That was where it was killing. Sorry, get wrong. Here. You go there. Now we're damaging Dahan next. And now maybe there's damage here. You go over here. Or in this. I guess here, because we're gonna be fine. That's not gonna blade or anything. And we can do 1 damage to Dahan here. Okay. Free defend. Doesn't matter. Energy per sacred site. Would have been... Got less energy because I moved those guys. Like, literally, I had sacred sites in 2 places. I would have got 2 more energy. Okay. This is the first mountain ravage. Doesn't matter. Jungle ravage. We just want to, like, put you down here. Like, there's so many guys. Four damage. Go into land with fire. Kill towns. Actually, this board is getting pretty tidy. They're escalating in here because there's nowhere else to go. Guess in the jungle where the Dahan are. Oh, that's not where... Yeah, let's go where fire is. Wow, they're like double escalating. Okay. Jungle sands, we'll burn them up. And they double explore. Wilds worked. Okay. We can remove a 1 blight here, I think. We're claiming. So we're going to get to do some damage. Yeah, we could do this. I guess I could remove blight and get my presence into the same spot. Maybe we do that. We have a good spot for it. We could do it right here. So I don't have 2 presents to add. You don't either. Or you do. I could get another major power and forget this unrelenting growth, though. That seems like a good idea. You can just keep the same present. I think this continues if I forget that, yeah. What about Forest of Living Obsidian? Incredible. What about Volcanic Eruption? Range 1 mountain and not in the mountain. These all had blight. This one doesn't, but I'm not in the problem lands, which is kind of the issue for if I can get a range boost, that would be awesome. There's only one range boost, or a couple range boost cards though, and I don't know if we've gotten past them. I don't think so. This is like great elements too though, right? Tsunami is good, but they're also not even doing that much in the coast. We missed coastal lands, it was probably that or out of the game to begin with. Yeah, it's not Tsunami. It's this. And we definitely want them to not ravage. Okay, that seems fine. Reclaim cards. Get a minor and maybe it's a range boost. No. Is it anything that we want? I guess Pact of the Joint Hunt. Our Dahan are not... I guess this Dahan is where the Ravage is happening, so he's doing good. Maybe like calls to like, flow down river. This is not necessarily the best for this game. I'm gonna click Joint Hunt. What does my new major need? Elements these cards don't have. There's a few Ravages down here that are coming from the Explorers, huh? Quite a few. We have 8 damage there. I assume we can just burn these guys. I'm gonna click that. That seems useful. This is slow. I don't know if I even want... They're all going to be out of my land by the time I go to use it. I think we have to see if you get a range boost for us. I think we're going to click this. We could favors this land, get the blight out, or we have stasis again. This might be a stasis. We could push Dahan in here. Well, for some defend. We also have blur. If there's a place we can blur. Yeah, we have some blight pushing, so we're not going to get cascades, but we do have some of these places that are ravaging in upward ways. I think I take a minor power and play a lot of cards. I can do that. Defend 10. Well, hello. I feel like I have to click on that. There's 22 damage there. It doesn't work there. But it does work here. We're already there. I get to keep a card. It's going to be Elemental Boom. I get to add a presence. We want a sacred site. I can repeat this. That could be interesting. I could repeat it here. What if we just got 5 card plays? And we got to do everything. Click this, and then I can play this off of my innate slip. I could do this, but I don't think I want to have escalations necessarily. We can blur here. There's going to be enough defend. We can get actually not quite enough Dahan in there. Well, maybe you can actually push out these guys and then they don't ravage, huh? So that's a thing. But these 3 Dahan we can get into places. Like just getting 1 in here solves that, right? So these 2 we can deal with. Quick in here. Yeah, we have some interesting stuff. Have some energy. Does this... I don't know if this actually does anything because we're not in... I guess it works here. They build here. We can add balance. It's a lot for 1 land, but it has all our elements. So we don't get the repeat in any situation. We need an heir. We have to play that. We also have this. But I don't want to. I don't want to use it, but we're gonna kill all the guys in the lands where we have blight. So, oh, I can use that here and here. I can kill lots of guys. Okay. Oh, warning! I can play more. I think it's free. It's elements. I'm gonna reclaim. So, I know. And 10. Want to blur there now, or do we want to do something else first? I think have energy. Oh, this is land without blight. Doesn't actually work. How many explorers are here? 4. That doesn't actually have to be defended. What if we were able to defend this? We can't get enough presence there, right? That doesn't work. I need to place Warring Wasps anyways. I have to use this on myself. How do we deal with this land? The question. I don't think we get enough Dahan in there. I guess we can use favor there, but we're going to use favor on one of these places. I don't think that we could use Pact fast. We don't have a lot of time. We only have 1 time, so we can't like do a whole lot. We could play Twin Days. We only get to use this twice. At most. No, when we're using Stasis, we only get to use it once. Which we were going to use it for this. To get Dahan into places. Not super necessary to get Dahan into places. I guess, yeah, so one of these is going to cascade. It can't be that one, right? We're going to stasis something. Probably this, so we don't lose our presence. This does build, but... We're 1 damage short here. We can get 2 Dahan. I guess we have Blur. We were going to use Blur here, but we don't have to. We can use Blur and get more Dahan in there. I guess that works. blur, say, here. I'm going to put Dahan in coastal lands. Can't afford the time. And then if we do this, oh, we can get that instead. But I don't really want to do that. I guess sap works just as well. And it's cheaper. Once again, sap works just as well and is cheaper. So we don't have to use blur there. Why is sap the strength so good? A question for our age. I might want to use this now, but I'm like, here's the thing. I can click this button and click that button, and then that's done. And let's just make sure that Firestorm does enough. Yeah, it totally does enough. Actually, I can do one here. Headlands does one more. And we can kill the town back here. We prevent your destruction. You go there. Badlands damage. So that clears up the sands. Stasis and Favor take care of this. Blurs. And I mean, actually, I could use Blur here now. Use the Dahan defense to kill there and do more damage here. But maybe that's better. Yeah, if they build a town here, the blur still works there, right? And we can put a couple Dahan here, and then that gives us leeway. Well, it doesn't actually do it. They only defend 2. It doesn't. There were 2 explorers, right? So it only frees up 1 damage. That's not enough, effectively. I don't think that's worthwhile. The question is, do I want to use this on the event? And I probably do. If I see an event that has plus damage or something that's gonna be a problem, I can bury it. Or something that, like Festering Pits of Blight, I can bury it. So I think we have to just go back and use that first. Okay, before sap. We have a plan. The event deck. I mean, we know the invader deck is. I think the last one is Sands Wetlands, maybe. No, it's already there. We buried Mountain Jungle, maybe. I think something. Anyways, I'm clicking event deck. In lands without presence, the land has -1 health. That's bad. We're defending just by 1. Sometimes. Choose land with disease, doesn't do anything. Reclaim cards, yeah, whatever. Go away. Take our chances. Okay. Do the things. I have 2 more damage? I have more damage than I thought. Why is there more than I thought? I feel like... Did I also destroy this town last time? Maybe. I feel like somehow things are different now. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just getting... Oh, it's because I reduced the threshold. That's why. I want their... Yeah, because I said, actually I don't have 7. That's why I have more. But I don't want to cause a cascade for this. That cascades all over the place. That explains it. And save you. Okay. Now we're going to stasis here. I guess. Actually, you know what? We can just destroy that presence. So let's stasis here so they don't build in it. And you know what? We have lots of energy. Let's... do that. Keep our 3 card plays. Favor here. Push Blight. No wildfire around, huh? I guess just here where there's already 2. I guess the advantage of doing it here is we can push it into here where wildfire is, or here. But stopping the build is probably better. And we're gonna blur here, I think. This will just take care of itself on the single ravage. Here we can do a little more. You wanna... I think we kill more explorers, so let's hit the town. And leave those guys there. I guess we could send one. How much is left here now? This is a little bit of a cascade danger, and putting one more on there makes me feel a little more secure. So it means we don't kill everyone here, but that's fine. And I get to add, basically add a beast in one of the few places without blight. Maybe here. Beast might do something. Okay, destroy presence. probably don't need a sacred site back here. I have them sort of surrounding. And this is going to get killed anyway. 18 damage. Yeah, just one blight. And not that many builds. Rising interest, adding beasts, adding wilds. We have 4 air already. Each town city does +1 damage. I don't think that matters. It's explorers who are the problem. And the sands are mostly empty. And we get to advance the fear deck, so we actually get our fear card turns to terror level 3. So yeah, Weeb Lies. And how do we pay for it? I don't know. I guess we just pay for it with money. I could forget smoke, but I want to use it. You pay 3. You're going to add energy next turn, so let's pay 3, and you pay 1. I kind of think I'm still going to need this before the end of the game, so I could have forgotten it, but... There's only one jungle without blight. Add wilds. Actually, there's a couple places where that does something. I think here is good. And remove an invader from land with 2 or fewer. So we could stop them building. Stop them building a city. We're getting close. Actually, now we just have to get rid of the last cities, and we win. But we're gonna kill this anyway, so it's fine for them to build here. Oh, if we didn't have that one guy here, we could have removed that city with this fear card. That would have been great. Stop this build. Another fear card. You can go here, you're gonna get smacked. You can go in here with the beast, I guess. Yeah, they're not building except in the one place we want them to build. They can escalate in here. Or not escalate, but rule. Level 6. Mountain wetlands. So I think we can win. Actually, we have 3 cities to deal with, though. We don't actually kill that city, do we? Just almost. Yeah. We don't have the threshold. Oh no, if Origin Land is your sacred site. Oh, it's not a sacred site. Alright, then we'll do it here. Destroy town, push Dahan. Don't know. Destroy this town. He's probably in a dead. He's dead anyway. Let's destroy this one. Gotta push. Push one. Push one. So, no blight here, huh? So we can add a presence. Get out of here and go here. Fill that. You go here. Actually, go where there's more defend. Probably doesn't matter. But let's put him where there's more defend. One city. There's 2 more cities. We can try to kill them. So damage. I can add destroyed presence, which does damage. Okay, I think we got it. We can reclaim. Both maxed at our tracks, so Spectre Days does that all the time. Push Blight. We can avoid a cascade if we want. And the rest doesn't really matter because we're going to Sky's Herald here, adding Blight, so play another card. Play whatever. Play the card we never get to play. Make more Dahan. For score. So if I go here, send this blight somewhere else. And Guy's Herald right here. Sure. Dahan come. Dahan come, Dahan go. Right? Wonder if we can get to Terrible Victory. close. I don't think we get there, but we're close. 1 fear per town, city, 1 fear per baton, whatever's less. You can actually get like an unlimited amount of fear from this card. It's kind of wild. I also have Slip the Flow of Time. Resolve a slow power now. I don't have to do all these things. I just want to make more Dawn. Okay, that's all the Dahan I can make. I'm sure I could have done been able to use that twice or some foolishness, but I just have to do this, and we win. So, GG. We've defeated Russia 6 with the best spirit and the worst spirit, with 1 card to spare in the Explore slot. But we were actually almost a terrible victory as well. Quite a game. A lot of holding them off with Fractured Days shenanigans, and I don't know if the Fractured Days dealt damage in the game at all. Did you ever deal damage? No, right? None of your cards ever dealt damage. Zero. I mean, I had this card finally, but I didn't use the damage. I used the defend, and I used Blur to deal damage, but they were dealing damage to themselves. And Wildfire dealt a little bit of damage. We look at the stats. Damage taken by Vader is 180. Damage taken by lands 141. We added 28 Blight and removed 9. Pretty cool. Interesting game. Interesting team. 69 points. Nice. That extra Dahans that we added 2 Dahan that get us extra point. I guess I could have removed a Blight, and that would have given us 1 more point. So good thing we didn't do that. All right, so that's been a Handelabra Live. We've got more stuff coming from Spirit Island in the coming weeks, so stay tuned for more previews, as well as some 1-deck dungeon and Sentinels coming, so we will be excited to show you some more stuff. But this is going to be the end of this series until we have another adversary, and stats about that. So it's been a fun series, though. I think we won all of the games except France, if I remember correctly, so we might want to revisit France. Maybe we'll take the second best and the second worst and see if they do better. Anyways, it's late, been a long stream, so I'm going to call it, and we will see you all next time. Make sure to tune in Thursday for Dolphins Dive. The end card here hasn't been updated, but it is Thursday this week. Bye-bye.